Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Dropping knowledge in the studio, you already know.
Ladies and gentlemen, check out my new song on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Google Play, Brown Dollars, Wild Hustle.
South Circle, Circle South. Hustle hard, hard hustle. Check it. Was out here trying to hustle, boy, get $1. Used to whip Impala, so these bitches follow. See, life's what it's worth, that's a nigga motto. Getting all this money, wanna fuck a model. Mama, we gon' make it, we gon' see tomorrow. If a nigga got beef, more meat Diablo. Used to spin a block, now I spin a bean.
Thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. This is Prince Hakeem.
And this is your man, Ronnie Ron. Hey, I can't. Whoa, what a week. What a week. What a week. Oh, man. The last episode we did was totally amazing.
Amazing ain't the word.
Bro, you don't understand how many feedbacks we gotten from that last episode where we were talking about relationship with the black woman. And
yep.
They're like, wow, my Facebook was lining up.
It was. And listen, due to popular demand, there was also a lot of women who agreed with you. Like the Spanish girl. Right. She was, and there was that other black girl down in there who said, hey, my man is the leader. Like, so it was, you had them turned up.
Yeah, it was turned up. It was really turned up. And I'm like, man, I had to call you on the phone because I didn't even expect that type of turn up and that type of discussion.
Me either. We didn't listen. When we started this, we didn't know this was so important and so everybody.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't even know. Listen, to be honest with you, the first couple episodes when I started this podcast had nothing to do with relationship. I didn't know this is what people was looking for.
Yeah. You know what I think? Because now I think we're getting up in age. Now the youngers are turning into adults. So now they're trying to figure it out, like who is the right kind of partner they want to have in their life and how to hold certain people accountable. So my topic today for you, and my question is to you, how do you hold black women accountable? Because I think a lot of black men seem to be afraid to kind of to hold women accountable.
You're going to get us in trouble.
But I'm not lying to you. Me being a youngin' and you being my elder, you're older than me, I look up to you a lot. So I'm yo.
And I appreciate that. Listen, I look up at you. You look up to you too. You teach me a lot. Still sharp and still. The young teach the old. Old teaches the young. You know what I mean? And fuck it, man. We might as well just have to get into this because
yeah, we just have to because I really want to know how to hold black women accountable. I've been listening to lessons from from the Nation of Islam, Christianity, Judaism, on Hinduism, and all these different type of religions, just to find a way. How do you hold these women accountable?
You're dead on, and you're speaking something that a lot of men would want to hear.
Right,
holding black women accountable for their actions. You feel me?
Yes. So how do you do it?
A lot of thing is, a lot of us, unfortunately, are being raised without fathers in the house. Excluding me and you, because me and you we have fathers that we grow up with. So
yes,
what I've seen and learned growing up as a man, not being scared to put a woman in her place, not being scared to tell a woman when she's wrong, not being scared to dismissing her, cutting her off financially, spiritually, and emotionally. Because the thing about this is a lot of women, since the tides have turned and financially they're doing better, they think they're better than black men. Right. You get what I'm trying to say? Even to the point where even if you make a statement, they say you're woman bashing.
Yeah.
And there's a sister code. There's a sister code which keeps a lot of women from even checking their own homegirls. And we know that because we go through that every day. And a lot of women are scared to hold accountability. And it's just a common rule amongst black people. You know what they say, mind your business. But when do we stop minding our business when it starts to affect other people? Here's the funny thing. White people never have an issue checking their friends and families about stuff that they do that's negative.
Which is true. Which is very much true. They do hold their people accountable. That's why I said I don't know why it's such an issue in our community because, women like to be checked. We know that to be a fact. Women like to be checked. No, especially they like a strong masculine man to check them. But it seems like the men now are so afraid to check their women. Even when they burp in their face, they won't check their woman.
They won't. Listen, before I took the red pill, I used to date this girl. And I'm gonna try to be very cautious because I don't know if she listens to this. I used to date this girl back in the days, and she was very pretty. She had a good job, and she graduated from. She has like up to 2 degrees, and she flat out disrespected me when we went to the restaurant. And then she came and pulled me off to the side. She said, "I don't like a man that let me do whatever I want."
Whoa, say that again. Say that again.
Listen. I don't like a man that let me do whatever I want. I don't need a man that allowed me to run all over him. You're too nice for me, Hakeem. I was like, what? You know what I mean? So it dawned on me when I say that, what did she mean by that? And I'm like, I grew up with a mama in the house. So, I grew up buying my mama flowers, my sister's flowers, my niece's flowers, taking them out to eat, opening doors and stuff like that. But we're dealing with a new age woman here, the modern woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who been raised without a man in the house, and they never had a man to check them. So they've been going about life doing whatever they're doing. Don't get me wrong. They white zaddy checked them, but that's different when it comes to the black man. Only time a black man can check a woman is when you got money, and that's the issue.
And that's the issue. That's what. No, but sometimes I kind of disagree with that because remember they still dealing with the thug niggas. Thug niggas don't always have money.
No, they don't never have no money. They have good dick game and physique.
Right.
That's all they got. A thug nigga just got a good dick game and a physique. That's all he got. Most thugs got a nice body and they can pipe him down. And I always tell women, reason why he can pipe you down because he's been working on his backstrokes for the last 7 years. Listen, if you're not working and you don't got a full-time job, how you gonna be able to be known as the best fucker in the neighborhood? You're not working. Most real men who work barely have sex maybe once or twice a week.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like the most you can get is head before you go to sleep. But the thing about it is, not to jerv off, but the thing about it is, black women, we do not hate you. This is not women bashing. This is not misogyny.
Right.
The problem is you going out here with no moral compass, thinking you can put your hands on man, thinking you can disrespect a man in public, even when he's talking to other men. Everything's all about perception and perception.
But then the men are allowing it, Hakeem. That's the thing. The men are allowing it.
They're allowing it.
Man, like, for example, I know me and you talking.
Yeah.
And I know you have your girl with you. She knows when to stay in line. She not going to disrespect you at all. You get what I'm saying? Because she knows you. She knows, like, he don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? He's a man. But nowadays, men are not being men. They like boys. That's why you see, bro, you see it today, like most of the time. Like I say, these women be checking, bro, sometimes I don't understand. Like, these women be in these men's faces like, oh my gosh.
Hey, it's so many videos. Do you remember the video where this girl had this dude in his pajamas crawling on the feet? It was a fat girl. And she said, get on your knees.
I remember you showed me that video.
Yeah, and I'm like, man. And mind you, it was a stimmy check time. And I'm like, damn, he did all that for a stimmy check. Now, mind you, women need to, and that's just a small accountability of that. Like, women are more outrageous online than men do. Don't get me wrong. A lot of men do gangster stuff online.
Right.
But we're not fully naked. We're not playing with ourselves. We're not in Walmart dressing like whatever. And I know a lot of people don't like when we try to compare black women with other people, but we live in America.
Right.
Like, we live in America. Like, you couldn't do this in Africa. If you was in Africa doing the stuff that they're doing here, this is why people got to understand something. The definition of being in a free country, America's that definition.
Yeah, because they walking around, they doing everything. Women are outside, they ain't with no drawers, they ain't with no bras.
Oh my God.
And it sickens me because you see little girls doing it, and it's like, wow. And then people are like, okay, we're not holding nobody accountable. That's the thing. We're not holding nobody accountable. The man that say, you know what? I'm not going to say nothing. Even though she's my girl, I let her walk in with no bra, no drawers. It's okay. And then I realized, I'm not going to lie, I used to do it too now. Don't get me twisted. I ain't no saint. I used to do it too until I got into the ways of what y'all been teaching me. Y'all been, schooling me like, no, Ronnie, if she's your woman, she represents you. You get what I'm saying? If she's out here not looking clean, she's not looking like well put together. She's wearing a bonnet and she's not, her nails and all this look out of whack. That you're out of whack.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what man has to understand. Your woman represents you. If she's out of line, then you're out of line. You got to hold yourself accountable first. Then you able to hold her accountable.
That's 100%. But I don't even think that we even take it to that point because there's a fear factor. A lot of guys are scared to be alone. You feel me?
Facts.
A lot of guys are scared to be alone. So we allow a lot of stuff from a lot of women. And there's a lot of guys who rarely don't ever get women like that. Or if you wasn't the type that was very social in school, you would allow a woman to do certain things and to express herself in a way that deemed very disrespectful. The thing about it is you have to be comfortable with being yourself and also being a man at the same time to understand that.
But the thing is, Hakeem, what men don't seem to understand, women would do that to you.
No, 100%.
Women would do that to you. If women know your breath smells, she'll tell you like, baby, your breath smells. You need to go brush your teeth.
Yeah. Or you need to go wash up your D. I'm not gonna F you like that.
Exactly. They would do that to you.
Yeah.
You know, I used to date a woman. A woman used to tell me like, she's like, Ronnie, you come home from work. I'm like, yeah. She's like, I need you to take a shower. You get what I'm saying? And in my mind, I'm like, oh, I thought women like a man that sweats. She's like, no, I need you to go in the bathroom. I need you to take a shower and put on some nice cologne for me because I want you to come out smelling good for me. And I learned that lesson. I was like, damn. It was like a learning lesson for me. I'm like, damn, okay.
But listen, you can't tell a woman if her pussy stink. She'll go off on you.
My nigga, I would tell her that.
You see, you're a little bit. You're the new school. I'm still a little bit soft. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But you won't tell him like that. You tell him in a smooth way, like, baby, come on.
No.
Come on.
Hey, the way I would do it is I'll buy some Summer's Eve and mistakenly just put it under the bed.
No, and that's the thing. That's why I say that's the power of accountability. Sometimes you have to understand some of these women come in here with baggage. They have to unlearn the baggage. You got to reteach them. Me and you, we always preach that the man is the leader. You have to teach these women again.
By far. If a man's not leading his house, ain't no house.
It ain't no house. That's why I say I don't understand what these men coming up with this concept of we're both equal, we both run the house. And I'm like, no, because you need someone that's going to be a leadership in the house. You need a CEO. That's why I don't understand. But this is the new way of teaching.
No, you're right. Excluding money, you can make more money than a man, but you'll never be equal.
Thank you.
And I mean that sincerely. We have to do way more things in life that you'll ever have to do. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We deal with way more things. And the thing about it is, a lot of people want to do this tit for tat about what's right, what's wrong, what you doing, oh, I'm doing this, you're doing that. You know what I mean? It's just like the statements from one of our co-hosts who said that, black men don't take accountability for what we do. I basically said that police, the school system, hold us accountable, and TV.
Facts.
We're the most hated.
Yes. The black man is the most hated. Yes.
Most hated. We got to worry about 9 and 10 times more than our white counterparts just by walking outside the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is why when a black man gets older and he's done been through so much, this is why a lot of us don't even want to date anymore. We don't even want to be effed up with nobody. And we mind our business. That's why a lot of black men not. And this is why a lot of women are wondering why black men are not trying to fight for them or die for them. You telling us to mind our business.
Yeah. And now that is a disrespect. At a certain point, you just get tired. Like, man, I ain't gonna deal with them no more. They're disrespecting us too much.
No, definitely.
That's why a lot of them go to the white woman or go to the Hispanics and they be like, oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
And then it's another situation where this is a new term that's been going around called domestic discipline. You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
You the one told me about that.
Yeah, that is not really something new. That one is shout out to Salah Ali. She wrote a book, The Black Woman's Guide to Understand the Black Man, which is a great book. I think I recommend every black person to read. It talks about a guy that what men are thinking, so what women can understand the black man in a different perspective. And she stated in the book that if a woman's out of line, she even told you, like, black woman, you should understand, you should allow the man to like tap you and tell you, like, baby, you know what? You out of your place. And mind you, they used to do that back then in the 1940s and 1930s and also in the 1960s, that black women knew that if they was out of line, they knew a spanking was coming. You get what I'm saying?
Fact.
And most of the time, the woman knew that I'm not going to disrespect my man, because I knew if I disrespect my man, I know he has the right to spank me or slap me or this and that. But some people are like, oh, that's domestic violence. Not necessarily true, because you have other cultures that still do it to this day.
100%. And this is the thing. See, the thing about it is like the disrespect of black men in the media and amongst just the world make our own women don't respect us. So we can't check them when they're doing wrong.
Right.
Now, mind you, you have the media who egg on black women to do things that they won't,
right,
like twerking at the White House,
Yeah,
you're
that was an
knowing you're not
embarrassment. I
supposed.
saw that. Trust me.
Oh, big embarrassment.
Well, go ahead.
Or being on Instagram and you're half naked and stuff like that. When you tell a woman, or listen, here's the new one. You have regular women who work at regular jobs who have OnlyFans. And when a man tell you like, yo, the woman we want to marry or lay with is not going to be working the OnlyFans. Like, but when you tell them, they say you broke, you're insecure. That's the biggest one. You're insecure. Oh, he's stopping me from living my dreams. He doing this. No, we're not stopping you from nothing. We actually helping you, trying to make you acknowledge. Because here's the thing. Your skin complexion is just like mine. God built you for black men. Point blank, period. There's no way of looking about it. There's nobody else who's going to marry you but black men. They will. Let me not say that. But most races are race loyal. Overwhelmingly, white men marry white women. Overwhelmingly, from a statistic point. Same thing with Chinese and
Hispanics.
Basically. So if we're checking you, we checking you out of love and respect, and out of we are your brother. So you need to respect us a little bit more to accept constructive criticism.
See, and that's the issue I have with the problem with the church, because the church have indoctrinated the black community as you come as you are message. So you come as you are, you pretty much you dress how you are, you don't look good, or you don't try to look conservative or this and that. You just come as you are. But my thing is, you can't do that when it comes into a relationship. You don't come as you are. You got to change some things about yourself. You get what I'm saying? So the whole point of a man, that's why I always say the whole point of a man is to make the woman a best version of herself. But the thing is now is the man has been hidden so much to the point that the women don't respect the man. I'm talking about the black woman. She don't respect the man. She's seeing him as second class citizen. She's seeing him as nothing.
Man, and that's the crazy thing about that. You feel me?
It is a crazy thing about that, because it's like, woman, I'm just like you in some aspect that me and you have the same skin complexion. Me and you out here be trying to survive. Me and you out here be trying to eat. But the problem is that they've been putting the black man so far hidden. They just see him as second class citizen. So they'll be like, oh, your opinion, the way you think doesn't matter. So when a man trying to hold a woman accountable, they are able to hold them accountable yet, which is a funny thing, Hakeem. When they go for any type of employer, the employers hold them accountable.
Basically.
And you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's the hypocrisy everywhere when it comes to that. It's crazy.
Man, they're not going to disrespect their white zaddy.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? But when they come home, they're going to say, oh, we the one doing all of this. But when it's time to fight, protect, beat up, take a bullet, go to jail or whatever, you know what I mean? People don't understand that. You know what I mean? And this is what people this is what women have to understand. And we're not trying to fight with you. We actually, at the end of the day, we love you.
Yeah.
We do love you. We do care about you. And this is the only thing. And we want to marry you. We want this to be the end game where we're getting more and more black people married. And that's all we want to do. We don't want to sit here and talk about this shit all day. You think we want to do this, but this message has to keep going out. And this can be transferable to any other race who's going through issues. At the end of the day, you have to hold your woman accountable. Put her in a place, not in a disrespectful sense, and don't do it in front of a bunch of people. You do that behind closed doors. Let her know. Yeah. Let her know you out of line. Sadly enough, when women want to check men, they do it in public. They do it in public. I'm telling you, they're doing it in public because they're watching these city girls. They're watching Instagram. They're watching Facebook. They're watching YouTube. And they're like, okay, since Carly B do it, I'm going to do it too. And I'm like, are you crazy? Crazy is not the word.
It's a sad day in our community because it seemed like it's only a small group of people that want to get it, that want to make things right. But it's like majority of the people like, nah, I'm going to just leave everything as it is. I'm going to let the woman continue to treat me like crap.
Hey, it's a new day, new black media, new black men media here.
Facts.
We ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
And we here to set the tone on what we want our relations, what we want our marriages to be like,
Facts.
What we want our communities to be like. We're not accepting nothing. And if you got a problem, somebody else.
I agree. And that being said, KR Culture Radio.
Out. Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.